Let's go! It's Friday, baby. You already know what the fuck it is. You already know. There's a lot to get to. I am your handsome host, James Keogh, and yes, I know what you're thinking. My beard is way too long, Jimmy. It looks ugly. You're right. I'm gonna shave it today. Don't worry. And yes, I know what you're thinking. That music was amazing. A lot to fucking get into. Week 4. All right. This is the best week, I think, for football. Maybe because this is the week that we're going to find out. This is the week where everybody should come together and you guys should know what type of team you are. At least by week 4. It's been 4 weeks. There's no training camp excuse, all that shit. It's either you're good or you're bad. All right? But anyways, yes, there's a lot to fucking talk about. We're already, I think, a quarter through the season, you know. It's kind of sad, but, you know, who cares? More football to come, all right? Let's start off every show like we always do. Talk about some fantasy, baby. Alan Lazard, you know, moment of silence for this guy. He won my team, at least he won for my team last week. He was the sleeper of the week, but he had some core surgery, so he's going to be dropped to the waivers where he was once from. So moment of silence. Moment over. All right, Ronald Jones II. Now, he will probably have been picked up, but if you have him on your team, I would put him in. Because I see this guy going off against the Chargers. Now, the Chargers can't stop the run, first. Second off, I see Ronald Jones in the end zone. Anytime they're 10 bays near the end zone, I see the ball getting given passed to Ronald Jones. I also see that because of the fact that he's had more snaps than Leonard, and he's just more of a bigger back. So definitely, if it's a first and goal situation or third and goal and they're on the 1, he's definitely going to be the guy they go to. Second, goddamn trash people, always fucking late. Second, Kyler Murray's going to go off, all right, against Carolina's defense. There's no stopping him. It's going to be a comeback game against a sorry-ass loss to the sorry-ass city Detroit and team, Detroit Lions. Kyler Murray's going to go for over 300 yards. And look for DeAndre Hopkins having a huge game. Bench anybody who's on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, you're going to see, and you're going to later in the show, where I think the Eagles are going to win or lose this game. But it's not going to be a good game for fantasy in general. Even if you have Zach Ertz, put in your backup tight end. Do not put anybody on the Philadelphia Eagles on your starting roster for fantasy, because it's not going to go good. Maybe the Eagles defense. Other than that, absolutely not. Bench all of those fuckers. If you're 0-3, this is big. Big one. If you're 0-3, you need to fucking listen to me. All right? When has there ever been a team with 4 losses in the playoffs for a fantasy league? The answer is never. So if you're 0-3, all right, you need to listen up. And you have someone big, like Christian McCaffrey, who's injured and all that. I'm going to say trade him away, because you need to win now. You can't win later, because it's not like an NFL season where you can get into the playoffs 9-7. All right, you need to win now. All right, there's no hope. Now I'm not saying trade Christian McCaffrey for someone like Stephon Diggs. No, get some collateral out of it. Get a big guy, because if you have a sucker, you all know that one guy who's a sucker in your fantasy league, who's stupid, who doesn't really know football, but just doing it because the boys are doing it. Give it to him, all right? And steal someone. Either it be Russell Wilson or someone like that, because you need to fucking win now. This is an emergency. You need to win now. Next up, is there a COVID fest running in Nashville? Now, I don't like to joke about COVID because, it's a very serious thing. People have died. It's not something to joke about. But I'm not joking. This is news, and it's about football, so I'm reporting it. 13 members of the Titans organization have gotten COVID. Now, that's 6 players and I think 7, staff. But it's still kind of big. Game 4, week 4 against the Pittsburgh Steelers have been postponed. Now, my problem with it is the fact that now Big Ben has more time to beat his meat and more time to train and practice and rest up for when they play the Eagles in week 5. So, I think we're going to lose that game, but we can't look ahead. But the Vikings, good news though, there's good news out of this. The Vikings have had absolutely no test reported as of right now, 1:50 p.m. They have had 0 confirmed coronavirus tests, so their game, they will play them. They will play their game, but the Buffalo game is now in jeopardy versus the Titans because now if more Titans players get it, can't play with half a squad. So they're going to have to postpone week 5. Hopefully not, but definitely T's and P's to whoever got it. We want speedy recoveries. That's what we want. We want speedy recoveries. We want them to play football. My thing about it is, I don't know how they got it. It could have been someone in the grocery store sneezed and then they walked straight into it not even 5 minutes later. You have no idea how they got COVID. But, you just got to be kind of more responsible, especially if you're an NFL player, because now look at this. Now let's just say if the Vikings organization has 13 players, they're going to have to postpone their game. When are they going to play theirs? It's going to be a whole fucking mess. Now, I'm not saying they weren't responsible in the first place, but, you just got to watch out. You gotta know your surroundings. You got to make sure you're wearing a mask and all that stuff. You get it. But, yeah, T's and P's to whoever got it. And that's about it. Week 4, baby. Here's some big games that we are going to watch together. All right, Vikings versus Texans. This is the 1 o'clock game. I think it's a big game. A lot of people are saying Dallas and Browns. I don't fucking like Dallas. Fuck Dallas. But I think this is going to be a bigger game and a more exciting game because both squads are 0-3, Then we got Patriots and Chiefs, so I even need to explain why this is going to be a fun game to watch. And Eagles and 49ers. Yeah, I need to do some explaining there. But, all right. Vikings and Texans. Now, both teams have been struggling. They've been on the struggle bus. They're both 0-3, all right? And this is either going to go 2 ways. It's going to be a shootout or a defensive stall. It's going to be like a 2-touchdown game or maybe a fucking 5-6 touchdown game. You never know. But what the Texans need to do to win, all right, is they need to stop the run. Dalvin Cook went silly all over the Titans last week, all right? He was playing high schoolers, all right? It was disgusting. But the Texans need to stop the run and need to pressure Kirk Cousins. What the Vikings need to do to win is they need to make sure they need to make sure Deshaun is just not comfortable at all. They need to pressure him. But, Deshaun needs his offensive line. The Texans need their offensive line to show up to play because last week he was looking like a goddamn kid. He was looking like a kid playing tag back there with a bunch of defenders. Yeah, that's just really what they need to do. Like I said, my picks this week are going to be kind of risky for whoever I think is going to win because I did go 3-0 last week and I did toot my horn, and it would be a shame if I went 0-3 this week. It would actually be brutal. But, you know what? I have a lot of faith in my picks, even though when I say I'm going to pick them, I feel like the other team's going to win. I just don't feel on this week. I kind of feel off. This is kind of an off week, but you know what? I don't care. We're hammering it down, and we're going with the Texans. Now, the reason why I'm going with the Texans is because I'm picking the better quarterback because I feel like that's going to decide the game. I feel like the defenses both won't show up, and I feel like it's going to be a shootout more than a defensive standstill. But Deshaun Watson is the better quarterback. Even though the Vikings do have more weapons, I don't care. I have, for some reason, Texans winning this game. And is it a gut feeling? Yeah. But is it a gut feeling that they're also not going to win? Absolutely. All right. Chiefs versus the Patriots, baby. Now, this game is a must-watch. I don't care. It's a must-watch. You have Belichick versus Andy Cheeseburger Reed. Is that not enough for you? I'm joking. You have Patrick Mahomes versus Cam Newton. Now, it's going to be a tough one because whoever wins this game is obviously going to be talked about for one of the best in the league because the Chiefs are the best in the league. So if the Chiefs win, obviously they're still the best team. But if the Patriots win, are they arguably the next Super Bowl? Yeah, all that bullshit. What the Patriots need to do is to keep the ball out of Pat Mahomes' hand. They need to keep the possession time on their side. They just need to run and run the clock and just nice and steady into the end zone every time. What the Chiefs need to do is to make sure Cam Newton can't find a fucking rhythm. Because if he can't find a rhythm, the whole offense will be off. And if that happens, every time Pat Mahomes gets the ball, he will score. There's no questioning that. So it's gonna be a good game because I think it's gonna be not a shootout, but I think it's gonna just be a nice competitive game. I think a field goal or a touchdown is gonna win this. But I do think whoever will win the game is going to open up in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is going to be absolutely disgusting. It's going to be brutal. The box score is going to be very uneven. Now, who do I think is going to win? Well, you see, the Chiefs fans, not even Chiefs fans, if the Chiefs win, they're still the best team in the league and all that stuff. But if the Patriots win, not only are you going to have people be like Belichick's the GOAT, which he is, but they're going to be Cam Newton's greatest quarterback of all time, all that bullshit. Then you're going to have the Patriots fans fucking barking for a week about how they beat the Chiefs, they beat the Super Bowl champions. So they're going to ask me, Jimmy, are you voting the Chiefs just because of the Patriots fans? And is that an emotional vote? How dare you? And I'm going to say, you're fucking right I am, because I fucking hate Patriots fans. And I also hate the Patriots. But I think it's going to be a good game. Pat Mahomes, he's unstoppable. There's no stopping him. I don't care if the possession time is 40 minutes against 20. This game is still going to be tied, and the Chiefs will win. Next game, all right, you got my Birds, Philadelphia Eagles, against San Francisco. Now, you might ask me, Jimmy, why'd you say it was a risky pick? Are you going to really go for Carson Wentz after bashing him last week? After bashing Doug Peterson last week? After saying he can't hit the side of a barn even if it was 3 feet in front of him? After calling Doug Peterson a shitty play caller? Now, I know my Birds, all right? I know that this is going to be a tough game to watch, all right? Either a tough game because Carson Wentz is going to shit the bed or the defense is going to show up. But for some reason, when the Philadelphia Eagles' backs are against the wall and everybody's fucking against them, all right? For some reason, the Philadelphia Eagles come and they win. Now, if you ask me why, I have no idea. Why they can't win the games that they're supposed to win, I have no idea. But for some reason, these Eagles team always wins the games that they're not supposed to win. And for that reason, I have the Philadelphia Eagles winning. Now, I don't know how they're going to win. I don't know if it's going to be because the defense shows up, if Carson Wentz shows up, because we had one fucking receiver show up to practice on Thursday. So, I don't know how they're going to win. But for some reason, I'm willing to risk my perfect record in saying the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win. For a Sunday night game, they always do. They always do good on Sunday night. I don't know. But I got the Philadelphia Eagles winning this one, either by a field goal, a fucking safety, a penalty. I have no idea. But the Eagles are going to win. Monday night matchup, baby. Where do I start? You have Aaron Rodgers who's throwing balls through fucking mountains right now. And then you have Matt Ryan and the Falcons who can't save a win when they're winning into the fourth quarter. Honestly, it's the week of risky picks, so I think the Falcons are going to steamroll over, Green Bay. And then Aaron Rodgers is going to wake up fucking Matt Ryan and Quinn from their dreams and show them the reality. And there's no way these fucking Falcons team is winning. Packers have been playing unbelievable. Rodgers is unstoppable. He's having fun in the backfield down there. Matt Ryan and the Falcons, man, they need to shape up. Either the defense needs to show up or something. This isn't a must-win because the last week was a must-win for the Falcons and they lost. So this is this is just going to be a bye week for the Packers, let's just say. Maybe it's going to be a close game, because it's the NFL, these are grown men playing. But then again, it's not going to be a close game because you have this fucking big-headed fuck, Aaron Rodgers, just going to be throwing loopholes through this Falcons defense. You love this segment, sports we got to cover because we are a sports show. The Rays and Yorkies play Monday. First MLB playoff game of the season, or second, whatever, series of the season. I can't say who's going to win this game because I don't want to jinx it for the Rays because it seems like every time I say someone's going to win, they actually do win. So I feel like the Yankees may pull it out the first game. But you know what? This Rays team has been unstoppable. Our pitching staff is... Our bullpen, fucking pitching staff, what am I talking football? Our bullpen is really good, and the Yankees, we've beat the Yankees all this year, so I don't see anything changing now. NBA Finals. Like I said last week, Lakers in 6. Lakers absolutely dominated the Miami Heat after letting Miami think they had a chance. Games tonight, I got Lakers winning by 20 again. I think the Miami's going to pull out Game 3, but definitely LeBron and AD and all of them are going to win today. There's no questioning. Lightning players had a fucking blast, all right? I went to the boat parade. It was a little different, It was full of beer guzzling and from the cup and just lifting up the trophy like it's a goddamn baby or something like Simba. But, yeah, boat parade was different, but definitely the drunk people definitely made it worth exciting. It was kind of cool, though. It was kind of different also because it was like you're not there. We weren't separated. The fans weren't separated. All the players were. But obviously the fans weren't. Corona was running wild downtown. The celebration at Raymond James was kind of cool. It was just a bunch of drunk guys yelling. But it was still exciting, because we won the cup and all that stuff. Like I said, Tampa was called by Steven Stamkos Hockey Town, and I can't agree more because Lightning have been in the past 5-6 years. So we are a hockey town, and we finally got the cup to prove it. But yeah, it was an exciting time. But that is the show. Week 4, I think it's going to be an exciting one. Now, do I think all my picks are going to hit? Absolutely not. I'm saying I'm going 1-2. But you know what? That's okay. Because we'll bounce back week 5. Monday, we're going to recap the fucking game. Oh, you hear that? There's the fucking music again. Monday, we're going to recap the Tuesday. Let me get excited. We're Tuesday and Fridays, guys. Tuesdays and Fridays. We're going to recap the games on Tuesday. We're going to talk about who blew cock and who did it. It's going to be a good time. So I appreciate you guys watching. I see the views up. I see one dislike. Whoever fucking disliked my video, your mother's a hoe. I don't really care. Honestly, I don't care because I'm doing it because I'm enjoying myself. But like I said, it's going to be a good week. Have fun, hang out with the boys, drink some beers, bet on some games, bet responsibly, drink responsibly. Let's go have a week 4, NFL week